Today we're going to talk about paying taxes, okay, income taxes. So welcome to the credit game. My name is Mike. There's a little button on one of these sides here. If it's your first time on the channel, make sure that you subscribe because I am doing videos every single day, multiple times of it. Basically, I want to do them a couple times a day so you guys can get it into your head, how credit works, the strategies, the techniques, the tips. Everything that I'm sharing with you is going to help you have a better credit score. Okay, my why and what I'm creating is the nation to raise the entire nation's credit score. I'm not trying to fix Johnny's credit, right? I've been in a space where I'm trying to fix John's credit and it's not scalable. We want the credit game to scale national and worldwide. And by doing that and having your help with all your shares and all your comments and all your likes, this is helping the algorithm, which is also why we grew the nation's fastest credit channel, and now at 400,000 subscribers in 1 year because of you guys. So I want to first thank you guys for that. But look, all the thumbs up help out. It's how we're able to help you. You can help somebody else, and the credit game is something that we can share and really help a lot of people with. And that's really the goal, is to help as many people raise their credit score so they can go out, get better interest rates, get approved for loans, get approved for homes. Maybe it's a first-time home buyer. Maybe you're looking to buy a house to rent out. Maybe you're looking to start a business. There's so many things that you need to do to have a high credit score. I mean, these days that 3-digit score is like, it's imperative to have. And if you don't have a high credit score, unfortunately, you don't get the best treatment in life. And so my job is to help you raise your credit score. And today I want to talk a little bit about taxes. We know tax season's coming back. People are getting their returns coming back. What are you going to use the money for? Right? But first, let's talk about how we can pay our tax, right? There's a lot of ways. You can pay it out of a savings account, checking account, credit card, and or loan. So what do I think? Well, I think if you use a credit card to pay your taxes, two things happen. Number one, it's recorded. And number two, you're going to drop your credit score because you're taking debt and putting it on a credit card, which raises the utilization of your credit card. And when you do that, when you raise utilization, credit score goes down. When you lower utilization, credit score goes up. And that's 30% of your credit score is utilization. So do I recommend paying your taxes with credit cards? No. I recommend paying out of a checking and savings account or putting together a payment plan with them if you can't pay it in full. So as of 2018, here's what happened. They used to have it to where tax liens, when you don't pay your taxes for X amount of years, they can throw a tax lien on your credit and damaging your credit like terribly. When you get a federal tax lien on your credit, it is almost nearly impossible to get removed. As of 2018, they said they're not going to report a tax lien to your credit anymore. So now the only public record that will show up on your credit report is a bankruptcy. Now, don't get too loose yet, because if you're buying a house, whether it's your first-time home buyer or you've got a rental, whatever, lenders, they can actually still see the tax lien. See, the credit bureaus, it may not show on TransUnion, Experian, Equifax. So just because it isn't there doesn't mean that it's not being held in public record. So what they're going to pull is your LexisNexis, your SageStream, your ARS. Now, these are the bureaus that most people don't even know about, right? The fourth credit bureau, Innovis, most people don't even know about. They just know Equifax, TransUnion, Experian. So what lenders are pulling is your FICO too when it comes to mortgage, but they're also checking public record, okay? So you don't want to not pay your taxes and get a tax lien and think, okay, cool, just because they don't report to the credit bureaus means I should be able to go out and get a house and go get other things, because it's still going to show in public record, just not on your 3 major credit bureaus. Okay, so we got to pay our taxes. We got to pay our taxes. Now, I'm not here to harp to make sure you guys pay your taxes. That's completely up to you whether you file your taxes or pay your taxes, right? So there's a little bit of legality there, right? It is illegal not to file your taxes. However, paying your taxes doesn't classify as being illegal. But again, I'm not an attorney. You guys do what you want with your tax. That being said, we have our tax returns coming back, okay? And we have to make a decision. What do we want to do with our taxes, okay? My mentor always told me this, and I've been spreading this for the last 10 years. The best investment you will ever make is in yourself. Not in your business. It's not in your social media ads. Not in a car. Not in a house, right? Most people don't know the difference between a liability and an asset, right? Remember that an asset brings you money every month and a liability costs you money every month. Most people think that a house is an asset. It's actually a liability, right? So you're paying a mortgage company. That house is not paying you money every single month unless it's a rental. Then it becomes an asset. So anything that brings money into your pocket every month is classified as asset. Everything that takes money from you every month is a liability. And so what the low to mid class people do is they have too many liabilities and little assets. The people that have high credit scores and are wealthy, they get more assets and less liability. Okay, so that's what you want to try to focus on. Just think about that. One that puts money in your pocket is an asset. Anything that costs you money every month is a liability. So don't get as many liabilities, get more assets, right? That could be Bitcoin. It could be real estate. It could be like a rental. It could be a stock. It could be crypto, right? These are all assets, things that can pay you, whether it's quarterly or monthly. These would be considered assets because they're bringing money into you each and every month or quarter, okay, as a dividend. So we have our taxes coming back, guys. That's why I'm saying this now. We have our taxes coming back over the next 60 days. You guys are going to be receiving your taxes back. If you invest in yourself, that's something that can never be taken away. So let's look at the credit side of things. If you invest into your education and your credit, meaning your credit score raising, instead of using your taxes to buy, say, jewelry, a watch, new Louis, red bottoms, or, the Chanel purses and, gold chains and all this stuff right here, right, is costing you money and it's not bettering you. It's not bettering your credit score. It's just a flashy thing that looks cool for the moment, right? It's gratification at the moment. But what about educating yourself on your credit and raising your credit score? Because this is a gift that's going to keep on giving. And it's not the one you're thinking of. This is a gift that will continue to give you like satisfaction. Because now you're getting approved for things, you're getting credit cards, you can maybe buy that first house or get into that new apartment you've been wanting to get into. Maybe you're trying to get into a business of real estate so you can buy flips of properties. Maybe you're trying to get a trucking company. Maybe you're trying to start a business, right? All these things, you need a better credit score. Get your investment, your taxes, and invest into yourself. Now, when I say invest in yourself, it's the best investment you'll ever make because this is something that'll never go away. The education that I put inside the credit game is something that took me from a 505 credit score to an 829 credit score. I've documented everything along the way that I did and how I did it in such a short period of time. So no school teaches this. I didn't have parents that had 800 credit scores. So I didn't have mentors telling me do this, what to apply for, don't get late payments, don't get collections, right? I screwed up my credit. By the time I was 21 years old, I had a 505 credit score, right? So how did I go from 18 having a perfect credit score to 21 literally not knowing what to do? So what did I do? I said, let me create something. So this is the first ever created revolutionary product that teaches credit that schools don't want you to know. Why do you think schools and banks don't want you to know credit? Because then everybody would come out of credit. Look, picture this. You're going through high school and middle school, and they're teaching credit all the way through, right? You come out, you're a genius at credit. By this time, right, you got a credit class. They didn't even teach us in high school. in college either. You come out, you're a master at credit. If everybody went through that as their daily curriculum, then there would be the economy would crash. Because if you really know how money works, money is not created by printing. Money is created by you paying your taxes, and money is created by interest. So if everybody comes out with an 850 credit score, right, and they know everything about credit, the low interest rates on your credit cards, everybody's getting approved. There's no denials. That means that there's no subprime banks. That means that everybody's getting approved, like the economy crashes. So it's not done by accident. They don't teach credit. So what did I said, let me create something to help the general American, you guys, the Americans that need help with credit. Or maybe you got a high credit score and you're just like, look, I like the education piece of it to know what to do so I don't go backwards again. See, most people can get to an 800, but then they fall apart. They have no idea when they get there. And they end up coming right back and doing it all over again. How would you like to know that once you get there, you'll never go backward? And if something does pop up, you have the proprietary letters to remove it. I put in here the best proprietary letters, like that remove the negative, obsolete, unfair, erroneous information off your credit report extremely fast. These are not cookie cutter letters you can get online. On top of that, what if you needed to remove stuff for a family member, a friend, a coworker? Maybe you want to start a business in credit repair and Tradeline. You have everything inside here to be able to go into business today and start making money. You see, if I was you and I was like, look, I want to go into business to start a credit repair company or Tradeline company, I'd immediately get into the associate. It has everything you need to literally start your business. You'd make your money back in one deal. So, I mean, I don't want to preach to the choir, but I'm going to preach to the choir. Take your taxes and invest in you, because when you invest in you, nobody can take that away. They can take away the car. They can take away the jewelry. They can take away the shoes. They can take away the purse. Anybody can take all that away. It's materialistic, but they can't take away you and what you've learned. And that's why the credit game is so valuable. Not only that, I've included 2 vendors inside of here for you guys to be able to get results that are unparalleled to anything else that's out there. Okay. I'm not going to partner with individuals and companies that aren't top notch. So I've selected 2 vendors. Number one, 75% off of Age Tradeline. Not 7%, 75% off. So this is why I said you can get into business right away, because say you bought a Tradeline, $200. It's valued at $900, right? You're getting 75, you're getting it for 200, but it's a $900 Tradeline. Well, you collect the $900, you paid 200, you put your client's information, and now you just pocket $700 on one single Tradeline. That's not including starting a credit repair company, because I lay out everything in here of exactly what you need to do, and I give you the proprietary letters, not the cookie cutter ones you can. So literally, it's a no-brainer. Do you have a family member, a friend, is somebody in your house that has under a 750 credit score? I'm sure you can find somebody, right? Because 3 out of 4 Americans are struggling with it. So I want to help everyone. I want to help you. I want to help your family. I want to help your friends. And I want to make sure that the credit game goes worldwide. We just got into Europe and Canada as well. So this thing's going to explode. And that's why everybody's jumping on it, because if you can get in at the early ages, like I was saying in one of my last videos last week, the president is trying to switch everything over to one central hub. Means no more credit bureaus. If this happens and you're under a 700 credit score, you might as well just kiss your know what goodbye. Because look, even though in the credit game, when it gets put into a central hub, then even I have to learn that game. And that could take a while. So what I'm saying is, you don't want to get moved over from the credit bureaus to a new central hub that they're trying to push, that President Biden's trying to push, and have bad credit. You want to get moved over from great credit over to a new system, that's fine. So I want to help you get your credit score up. I want to help you maintain it. I want to help you get the highest limit credit cards. All that is shown exactly inside the credit game. Okay. 2 vendors, one 75% off of Tradelines, and the second vendor is the fastest credit repair on planet Earth. They have 2 options: Maserati, Lambo. Maserati, 90-day results. Lambo, half the time. So they've put out both. This is done by software, not by letters. It's a very, very effective. It's extremely fast, and the results speak for themselves. I mean, look, they only open up 1 or 2 spots for me per week. They're going like that. So today, I can open up 2 more spots for the first 2 people that want the Lambo. Call in and say Lambo if you want it, because again, I can only do 2 spots per week because of, look, there's a small group of people that are in this. It's not for everybody, okay? The Lambo program is not for everybody. It is for people that are serious about changing their life like that. Not only do you get all the education, you get coaching with me. I mean, there's a whole, you get a whole, and you get the fastest credit repair ever created, okay? So pay your taxes, Try not to use credit cards to pay your taxes if you can. If you have to use a loan to pay your taxes, you're going to need a good credit score to be able to get the loan at a good interest rate, or you're going to end up paying your taxes with a high interest rate, and then it's going to snowball, and that's going to be double negative. But my recommendation is to pay your taxes out of checking or savings account if you have it available, or make a payment arrangement. When you get your taxes in, instead of buying the junk, invest in you, get inside the credit game, and change your life. So you got plans in the next 45 days to 90 days, depending on what program you go with. I want to be able to be the one to help you get there. So I'm opening up 2 spots right now for the Lambo. I can only do 2 this week, so the first 2 people to call in are going to be able to get it. Everyone else will have the Maserati, also known as the Associates program. That will be available. Like I said, the Lambo's not for everybody. So if you want it, call in and say Lambo. If you want to go Associates with a 90-day result, just call in and say Maserati or Associates. They'll know exactly. My team's out there. They're waiting on your calls. They want to help you. Give me a call at 904-420-7772. That's 904-420-7772. The time starts now for the 2 spots on a Lambo. I'll talk to you in a minute. My name is Mike from the Credit Game. Take care.